What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It's almost New Year's. Hopefully you guys are having a great week and a great rest of the year. So today I'm going to be messing around with the B1. More specifically, I'm going to be playing around with Austin Nieheiser's plug and play 12 volt reducer kit. Now, I like to switch my bike off from going street to dirt. So, basically just throwing street tires on the wheels or, putting the dirt tires back on. And if you guys watch that 12 volt plug and play kit, you'll notice it comes with a beast of a headlight. And my big issue with that headlight is I know I'm going to go down riding in the dirt, and the last thing I want to do is destroy that thing. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing how versatile this 12 volt light kit is, and I'm going to be putting on a dirt bike style headlight and showing you how easy it is to just throw a connector onto the new headlight and plug it right into the kit, and it's going to work with everything that's already there. So let me show you what I'm working with. So this is the headlight that comes with the plug and play kit. Obviously you see it's nice and beautiful, no scratches on it. And as you can see, I got one dirt tire on. I did kind of swap this on so I could go do some wheelies the other night. And with the plug and play kit, we have our headlight connector right here. Obviously with the plug and play kit, it is already on here. So what I'm going to be doing is going to this dirt bike style headlight. That way when I do crash, which is inevitable, I'm not too worried about this thing. I mean, they're pretty cheap, they're cheesy, they just strap on real nice. So I do want to change out the connector on this, which usually you'll get a wiring diagram with these kinds of things, so you'll know which wire goes to which. And then of course on the Austin's 12 volt plug and play kit, everything is color coordinated, so you know what's what. But I will be showing you how they are on mine. So we have our yellow, blue, we got our black, and our red. So our red is going to be our running light. Our black is going to be our shared ground. Blue is almost always high beam, and then yellow, we're gonna have our low beam. So pretty easy setup. And then we go to our dirt bike headlight. Sorry if the lighting's kind of terrible. This one is going to be a little different. So on this one, we're going to have brown as our running light. Green is going to be our shared ground. Blue, again, that's going to be high beam. And then white, we're going to have our low beam. So basically, I just want to take this and match it up with this. So, black and green are going to be our grounds. So I want to copy the connector right here. Our running light is going to be brown, and on a running light on our headlight is red. So basically, I just want to transfer all this over onto a new connector. That way, once I have this all pinned up, I can just plug it right into the bike and I'm good to go. All the controls will work. Of course, we have our running light button here, and then over here, whether you opt to get one of these or a three-way switch that you can plug in right here, we have our high beam and our low beam right here selector. So like I said, get this connector put on here real quick, plug it right in, and it should be good to go. And one more thing, I'm going to show you guys that these headlights, they're pretty dull. They're terrible, to be honest with you. So I actually have this little LED bulb replacement. See if I can get this open with one hand. Probably not. But I got these from HeadLight a little while ago. If you guys remember, HeadLight sponsored a video for me on the RSF here, and they sent me a couple pod lights that I did a review on. Pretty badass. Now, I haven't got a chance to check this out. I can't remember what the connector's called. It's like H22 or something like that. I'm sure I'll correct myself in text right here. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to just pin these up, plug this in, check out the light itself, and then we'll swap out the bulb with the bulb co-light sent to me. Shout out to these guys, and big shout out to Austin for the plug and play kit. If you guys want to check one out for yourself and get one, and it'll work on, you know, if you got a fire driver, if you got a Viver, if you got a Voltol, anything that plugs into a battery, he's got you covered. So I'll make sure I link his information down here. That way you guys can get a hold of him. And same with co-light as well, if you want to check them out. They got some cheap bar lights, pod lights, all sorts of stuff that you can get for your bike as well. And of course, I will link the original 12 volt video up right here in the corner. That way you guys can check out the plug and play kit alone and check out how easy it was for me to, you know, add the tail light, and you guys can add blinkers, all sorts of accessories. You can add extra buttons and put LED lights all over the place. It's pretty awesome. Comes with a 12 volt fuse box. That way you know you got like 4 or 5 extra spaces to put things. So it's a very cool kit, very intuitive. So cool deal. I'm going to go ahead and match these wires up and copy this connector right here, and I will be right back. Easy as that, we have our connectors swapped over. Now if you guys want to copy me and these happen to be the same, you can pause this right here and pin it the same way. Of course, making sure your connector is facing the right way. You'll notice you'll have the little tab right here, or they are labeled 1 through 4. You can see that right there. That way you can match everything up. But again, starting from left to right, we have our running light, we have our ground, we have our high beam and low beam. So we got that all finished up. Guys, get one of these kits. They're super cheap. They're like 30 bucks. They come with the crimper, and they will save the day when you have a connector that just isn't matching up and you need a quick fix. Like I said, this took me like all of 1 minute, 60 seconds. And this thing is always coming in clutch. So I'll make sure I put a link down in the description for this as well. And all of my Amazon links, just to let you know, are affiliate links. So they do help out the channel a little bit and help put money back into parts and stuff. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in, and we'll show you what it looks like. As easy as that, plugged it right in, and just have it sitting there for right now. I will strap it up once I get the new bulb in, but I just wanted to show you guys how it works. So we'll go ahead and come over here, and I will turn on the running light. And that's, like I said, just have it sitting up there, so it's probably going to fall a few more times. And then let's go, we got our high beam and our low beam. I think I got that right, yep. So pretty easy stuff. Like I said, throw on that connector and you're good to go. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and disconnect it, throw in that new bulb that I got from co-light, and we'll see if we can see a pretty good difference. So there's running light. Let's put it on high beam, and then last I'll put it on low beam. So we'll check that out and see if we can tell a big difference. Now to swap the bulb out, all we got to do is unplug this guy right here, and then we have this little metal cage that we pop up just like so. Pull this out. As you can see, it's got 3 tabs, 2 small ones, 1 big one. Go to our new bulb here. Same thing, we got 2 small ones, 1 big one. So we'll go ahead and place that directly back into here. Take our little cage. Gonna have to work it around because it is a little bit bigger. Sorry for the crappy camera angle. But as you can see, we got it all set up. This one's got a little fan in here to keep it cool too, which is pretty awesome. And then we take our connector, plug that back in right here. Sorry for doing this one-handed. Easy peasy, just like so. And then basically we'll just figure out how to stuff all this back in here somewhat clean, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. So let's go ahead, bring it over here, see if I can continue to do this one-handed. Got our simple connector, plug that bad dog in there just like so. And let's go ahead. So that's only going to change the high beam and low beam. So we didn't change the bulb on the side right here for our running light, which isn't a big deal. It's just a running light. And we'll go ahead and go to our low beam, holy cow, and our high beam. Yeah, guys, I would say that made a absolutely huge difference. Looks so good right now. Let's see if you can see the fan is spinning back there. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Fan shuts off. So that's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to make this a lot better to see at night. You know, when I had this on the mototec, I did do a couple rips out at night, but it was so dim. I mean, you barely get a little spot of yellow light in front of you. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this completely up. I'm thinking these might be a little too wide to clear the fairings on the side here, but we'll see. I'll be right back. No way, guys. This thing actually looks pretty sick. I'd say it's a little bit big for it, but if we come up here at the cockpit, it flows around the DKD perfectly. I mean, I love the way that looks. Kind of fills up that gap that was there. It's a little crooked here due to the brake line, but if I added that second one right here, it would probably fit up pretty good. Another thing is, at full lock, you can see it's kind of hitting right there, which isn't a big deal. I mean, you only go full lock when you're trying to do a U-turn or something. So that is not an issue. But let's go ahead, turn it on real quick. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Got our high beam, got our low beam. Let's see, high beam and a low beam. Oh yeah, so I appreciate you, HeadLight, for sending me that bulb. Man, that thing made a huge freaking difference. Loving the look of the B1 here. Fully dirt set up. So that way, you know, it's as easy as, I mean, I shouldn't say easy, but throwing on the dirt tires and then popping this headlight on. You know, this thing just uses these rubber straps right here. Unplug it, plug it in. You know, if I want to go back to street, go ahead, we plug this back in. Austin provides these super simple brackets, which just wrap around and use a bolt and nut. So those are super easy to get off. Looking insane, guys. Hell yeah. Guys, let's go ahead and do a little comparison here. So we're going to start off with the bulb that this headlight comes with. So we'll go ahead. There's our running light. And let's go low beam, pretty terrible, and high beam, not good at all. I mean, you could barely see with these things. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the new bulb. Okay, and now we'll try our new bulb. So obviously running light isn't going to change. Let's go ahead and do low beam, holy crap, and high beam. So much freaking better, it's insane. Now I can also rotate the bulb as well. It's got a little shield, like a triangle shield on it, that will help point it better. I believe I have it in the correct position, but then again, maybe not. But obviously you guys can see that it just makes this so much better. I can see so much farther out in front of me. I can see clearer. It looks great. I'm honestly stoked with this. You know, I'm not worried about it because it's rubber mounted. So, you know, if it does fall, it's probably just going to shimmy to one side or the other. You know, it kind of protects the DKD as well. And overall, it just looks insane on the bike. Take a look at it. Try not to blind you guys. Looking excellent. Absolutely love my B1. Absolutely love my 12-volt kit. Shout out Austin. Man, this thing, just how universal it is, it's amazing. You know, being able to, I mean, I did this video in like 45 minutes. That's how easy this was. Being able to swap to this headlight for some dirt ripping, some night trails, and then being able to swap back to the big headlight. That way I can hit some streets. And that thing, if you guys watched that last video, that light is insanely bright. So if you guys want, give him a shout, grab yourself a kit as well. But also want to say shout out to HeadLight for the bulb. Man, this thing works great. Like I said, I'll link a way to get to their website. That way you can check out all their options. If you want to do something like this with your B1, I mean your Razor, mototec, whatever you got. All right, guys. Well, I'd say I'd end this off with some wheelies, but I don't think wheelies is going to show how well these light bulbs work. Cool deal. So yeah, guys, the new B1 should be in here pretty soon. I just got the notification that it is shipped out, so I will be tearing this thing down, and first we'll be doing a unboxing of the new B1, so that way all new customers will get a good idea of what they're going to get inside their box, how to put it together. And then the video after, we'll go ahead and compare the two. I'll show you all the new goodies with it, all the upgrades and enforcements and all that stuff. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.